I'm Anica.
I'm Benson.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Caroline.
I'm Crystal.
And I'm Iliana.
And we are Earthice.
Industrial fertilizer is a huge contributor to global warming and climate change. According to the University of California, one molecule of nitrous oxide, the byproduct of fertilizer, contributes to almost 300 times more to climate change than carbon dioxide. The negative effects of industrial fertilizer can be broken down into three main categories: degradation of soil quality, climate change, and disruptions in local ecosystems. First, let's talk about the degradation of soil quality. Studies show that excess fertilizers lead to disorder in the balance of elements in the soil. Moreover, the soil structure and its pH level is negatively affected by the fertilizer. According to the United Nations, 33% of the world's soil is already degrading, and up to 90% is at risk to become degraded by 2050. Second is the effect on climate change. Fertilizers exacerbate climate change by generating nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide destroys the stratospheric ozone that protects the planet from ultraviolet rays. Since 1750, the nitrous oxide level in the atmosphere has risen 20%, and it's still increasing. Agricultural soil management is responsible for 74% of global nitrous oxide emission. The massive amount of fertilizer in soil runoff also flows into local groundwater and disrupts the ecosystem. Roughly 20% of the nitrogen in fertilizer is washed away from farms each year into the ocean, causing algae blooms, which strips the oxygen out of the water and causes local fish to suffocate. Statistics show that global fertilizer consumption exceeds 200 million tons and grows by 1.8% each year since 2018. While 80% of the nitrogen in fertilizers runs off into the environment, the fertilizers that remain effective in the soil not only destroys the soil health, but also contributes to global warming.
Our solution is earth ice. Earth ice is an artificial sand that increases the reflectivity of soil, maintains soil moisture, lowers soil temperature, and promotes soil structure. Because earth ice keeps the moisture in soil, it prevents fertilizer from being baked out of the soil. This makes the soil require less fertilizer. Therefore, it decreases the amount of runoff entering the ocean. The moisture kept in the soil also promotes the growth of fungi. The presence of fungi holds soil together and produces beneficial minerals for plant growth through the process of decomposition. Earth ice is made of cetyl alcohol and glass microspheres. The microspheres are able to refract light because they are hollow. Cetyl alcohol is a non-toxic wax that acts as a bonding agent and can be formed into anything when heated. The picture on the bottom right is a side-by-side comparison of regular sand and earth ice.
Our initial tests show that earth ice increases the reflectivity of topsoil by at least 425%, while increasing moisture retention in the soil by 20%. If used in sufficient quantities, earth ice has the potential to raise the overall reflectivity of the earth, thus lowering the earth's temperature, while remaining as biodegradable as white sand. Currently, Earth Ice is partnered with Rick Charlson, who owns a CBD oil farm in Georgia, and Jim Wang, an avid backyard gardener in San Francisco. Our conversations with both farmers have helped us understand the needs and wants of hobbyist gardeners and industrial growers alike. Both are helping us test a prototype of Earth Ice with equipment to measure metrics such as soil temperature, soil moisture, surface reflectivity index, and of course, produce quality. Earth Ice is also partnered with Buckyall, a company that works on carbon-60 derivatives. Buckyall provides the lab space and testing for the prototypes and also works on finding other applications of Earth Ice.
Since earth ice is used to reduce fertilizer use and its corresponding negative effects, earth ice mainly appeals to the agricultural market. One of our main target customers are home gardeners, a diverse demographic that cuts across social economic class and ethnicities. According to Purdue University, 1 out of 3 American households are home gardeners. Earth ice provides a way to increase soil productivity while combating the effects of global warming. There are products that have the same concept as earth ice. However, these products, like reflective aerosols, are costly and are only available for commercial businesses.
Earth ice is made in a lab with minimal equipment. We use a vat, appliance of heat, and casting molds. The process to make earth ice is very simple and therefore very cost effective. We just mix the two components together under heat. Production costs of earth ice are $3.95 per pound. We are planning to sell earth ice at $10 per pound with $6.05 profit per pound. Our startup costs are $25,000, $21,000 for manufacturing and selling costs, $4,000 for advertising and equipment purchasing. After marketing, our advertising will account for around 10% of our company's profits, and will scale as the production of our company grows. We plan to carry Earthfest in our online stores as well as distribute to home improvement retailers such as Home Depot and Lowe's across the United States. We are considering international expansion later on in our third year.
We're also currently testing other applications of earth ice as we believe it is a versatile material with different potential uses. Considerations of future development may expand far beyond agriculture. The versatility of the material means it could potentially be marketed as a reflective additive in paints or for insulation in buildings. Use near solar panels should also be considered as the reflective properties of the material could reduce electronic resistances of cables and increase the effectiveness of the panels for extended periods of time. There's also a probability that the material could reflect sunlight back into the panels. Development as a potential disposable eco-friendly composite is also being considered. Trash made of this composite can be easily disposed of by crushing the material for it to serve its intended purpose. As such, concerns such like littering of the oceans with this material would have a positive effect on the planet compared to conventional plastic. Thank you for your time and consideration.